So I'm opening my services to you guys. If you guys want a wig, you can order a pre-made wig already, which most of them are out of stock. But if you want, I can make any wig for you guys. Just let me know your final request. This is how it looks on my website. You can purchase a wig and more specifications, and then you can also book me for actual hairstyles. But I am also a traveling hairstylist. This is how you book. You go ahead and click the date that you want, click the time that you want, and then you fill out all your fabulous information into the fabulous booking box. And if you want, you can leave me a nice little message about what you want and your specifications, and then when you're all finished, you guys can go ahead and click book it. When you go ahead and click book it, you will be receiving an email confirmation, and I will get back to you and we can go forward. Thank you guys. So I'm going to start off by just undoing her twist out, which you guys just saw. And I'm going to start off by, because we're doing a horizontal Vixen sewing, I'm going to start off by parting the part that I want to be the exact middle from ear to ear. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking hair from around that part. And I'm doing this because the part that we first made, that's going to be the part that's going to be shown. So the hair that I'm taking out now is what's going to cover the tracks. As you can see, I'm kind of combing it back. Now, this hair that we're taking out right now from the front ponytail, this is to cover the tracks when she puts the front of her hair up into a half up, half down hairstyle. So you don't really want to leave out too much hair, but you want to leave out enough so that it covers everything. Right now, I'm just braiding up her leave out just to get it out the way, because this can get really messy. This hair is all about just sectioning off your parts in order to get your desired look. So this is me braiding the other side. I wanted you guys to see a full 360 of everything. Now I'm just taking out hair from both the back of her hair and the sides of her head. This is so when she puts her hair into a high ponytail, you cannot see any of the tracks once again, and you cannot see any of the braids or anything. So this hair that I'm leaving out helps to cover that all up. And I'm just going to braid all of this leave out as well. Just like I said before, it helps keep everything in place and just makes everything look much more neater. So this is a full 360 view of all the leave out that I'm leaving out for the back portion of the hairstyle. Now for the front, I'm taking out hair from on top of her ears and going straight across from temple to temple, taking out all her edges, just so that when she puts her hair into maybe a low ponytail, a high ponytail, or even a half up, half down hairstyle, you cannot see any of the tracks. Remember, all of the leave out that we're leaving out right now is so that you cannot see any of the tracks. This helps to conceal it and make it look much more natural. I really wanted to show you guys like every little piece of what I was doing, just so that it's not much questions to be asked. But I mean, even if you have questions, still ask them. But I was trying to show you guys everything, literally. So this is her middle part that she wants. She didn't want the side part, she wanted the middle part. And now I'm just taking out hair from around that middle part. And like I said, this will help cover the tracks as well. You don't want to leave out a lot at this part, just a very little bit. And once again, here I am braiding down the middle part. So this is how her hair looks. Everything that's in the little shiny bumps or bantu knots, those are what's going to be braided up. Everything that's braided right now is what's going to be taken out and what's considered her leave out. So let's get started on braiding. So braiding is going to be It's quick but not quick. And I'm just braiding each section the same exact way. What I like to do, like when I'm braiding the hair, is the braid is going to be on the perimeter. I like to braid that braid very tiny. This just makes it easier when you're trying to put your hair into a ponytail. There's no lumps. It's not like lumpy, you know, when you're trying to put the high ponytail. It helps it to look very smooth. So that's why I personally do that. I try to braid the entire thing skinny if I can. This hairstyle works so much better when the braids are just neater and super flat. Like if you have like gigantic braids or huge braids, it's just going to look lumpy. And that's just from a trial and error like type of thing. Like what I've realized over the time of trying to be lazy and just do big braids, it just won't come out as nice. So I find that you really have to do your braids very tiny. Also, for everyone that's new to this hairstyle, or if you've done it before, or if you haven't and you're wondering about it, you will have to leave out a lot of leave out. When I'm doing a client's hair, I never recommend getting a Vixen unless I see that you have very healthy hair, because that can be left out. Just so that it blends properly and you don't have to worry about, you know, short pieces sticking out and not making the hairstyle look fresh. Just my opinion. So we are finally at the last braid. I just braided everything in a circle, as you can see. This is the easiest way to do it. Just braid everything in a full entire circle. Now we're gonna start with the right side. Sorry, left side. And we're doing the same thing. You're gonna continue braiding it into a circle. Like I said, I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm braiding the sides very skinny. Well, the perimeter very skinny. But yes, continue braiding it into a circle. I've had the Vixen sewn like a few times. I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest. I think it's just totally up to you, and if you had it before and you really like it, or if you've had it before and you're like, this is not my style, then I guess it's to each their own. But I personally don't really care for it. I'm so used to all of my hair being tucked away under a nice lace frontal or a lace closure, or the minimum amount of leave out. Having like no perm and doing this hairstyle can get very difficult, because you just have to either stay away from water, rain, or be prepared to flatten your hair on a regular basis, which I will not be doing. So now for our last part, I have the needle and a thread, and I'm just sticking the braid into any open spaces, and I'm just sewing down this extra braid. And I'm going to do the same exact thing for the left and the right side. For the two front sides, it's very important to sew down the extra braid very nice and flat, just to avoid any lumpy areas. Remember, this is a hairstyle where you want to avoid lumps, bumps, and bumps. You want to avoid all the things that might make it look unnatural. So this is the final look. I did put a net on her hair because she requested, but the net only helps to take off tension off of your braids and creates and makes the hairstyle last a little bit longer. But this is the end result, guys. Thanks for watching. Part 2 will be up where I'm sewing in the hairstyle. Follow me on Instagram at Simone.Sharice and Snapchat at SimCity124. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye, guys.